Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Friday night. We're going to begin tonight with face-to-face diplomacy back on the global stage. President Biden and the G7 allies have wrapped up their first day of meetings and had dinner hosted by the Queen. It all began with elbow bumps between President Biden and British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The 7 world leaders were all smiles as the group posed for the customary family photo. And in a sign of unity, America and its allies are pledging to donate 1 billion COVID vaccine shots for lower-income nations. At a reception with the royal family, Mr. Biden became the 13th U.S. president to meet Queen Elizabeth. And earlier, First Lady Jill Biden visited a school with Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge. Of course, next week, the president's European visit takes on a much more serious tone when he meets with Russia's President Vladimir Putin in Geneva. There's a lot of ground to cover tonight, and CBS's Nancy Cordes is going to lead us off from Cornwall, England. Good evening, Nancy.
Good evening, Norah. A young Senator Biden first met the Queen back in 1982. Tonight, 39 years later, she and the rest of the royal family rolled out the red carpet for now President Biden and the rest of the G7 leaders. A royal reception tonight for President Biden and other world leaders who dined with Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles and Camilla, and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge here in Cornwall.
Here we go, everybody.
It's the first time in nearly 2 years that the heads of the G7 nations have been able to meet in person. They welcomed the newest head of state into the fold before sitting down for the first of 3 days of talks about China, Russia, trade, taxes, and COVID.
I actually think this is a meeting that genuinely needs to happen because we need to make sure that we learn the lessons from the pandemic.
Jointly, the 7 leaders announced a commitment to donate 1 billion vaccine doses to lower-income countries by the end of next year. A show of unity and shared priorities ahead of Mr. Biden's meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin next week.
What's your message to Putin?
So you have to deliver it.
President Biden has described this summit as a reset after a turbulent 4 years for the G7 alliance. Karen Pierce was in the room yesterday for Mr. Biden's meeting with the British Prime Minister. She's the British ambassador to the U.S. We hear President Biden and Prime Minister Johnson say America is back. Was America gone?
I don't think so, but I think it's fair to say that there were some people around the world who did wonder if that implicit, generous undertaking from America to keep the world safe, was that really there anymore?
These face-to-face meetings, White House aides say, are a welcome change for a president who likes to think of his role as diplomat-in-chief, but who until now has mostly had to settle with the phone and Zoom. Norah?
Nancy Cordes, thank you.